It looks like Boss Time is being put on hold as the WWE are reportedly not prepared to break the bank in order for the return of Sasha Banks. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and it is being reported by Fightful Select, despite the fact that Mercedes has been hinting at a WWE return, despite the fact that she turned up at Madison Square Garden the same night WWE were doing a house show just a few nights ago, Fightful have reported that talks between the two have broke down. Apparently her return will not be happening, and WWE are not prepared to give her the Charlotte Flair money. Woo! Now, we can argue the Charlotte Flair money is too much for Sasha Banks, but let's keep it fucking real here. The Charlotte Flair money is way too much for Charlotte Flair as well. And you know what? Maybe Sasha Banks is within her right to want what Charlotte Flair wants. Maybe she looks at these other people getting overpaid and she thinks that, well, I deserve that amount too. So I think WWE will personally get Sasha Banks back. I think it's just a matter of time. I don't think she'll get the money she wants, but it could be one of these scenarios where you just like straight away you ask for a higher amount because you know you're going to get lowballed, and then in the end you might get somewhere in the middle that both the employer and the employee find, like, you know, respectable. If she just accepts the first little contract, then she's not going to get much, but by demanding Charlotte Flair money, she might actually get a lot more than she was on previously. So I mean, I think it's smart, but this is what Fightful are reporting. Quote, WWE sources stated to Fightful Friday night that the two sides are no longer in active negotiations regarding a return. The two sides had recently been engaged in conversations about a return. We're told the dialogue was friendly, the back and forth failed to progress, and WWE sources claim that their side walked as a result of it. End of quote. Then inside Twitter account Boozer, aka Better Wrestling Experience, which tend to tweet a lot of things that come through, said the following, quote, very accurate. Negotiations are part of business. Could change in seconds for everyone involved. Interest still there. A game of chess. End of quote. So, Better Wrestling Entertainment make it sound like the negotiations are always ongoing and that like one little thing could ultimately create a deal, and I agree with that. I mean, just because they haven't came to a deal yet doesn't mean they won't come to a deal. I think you look at the reports, the dirt sheets did the same thing with Punk. They said that Punk and WWE couldn't come to negotiations, Punk wasn't going to be able to return, and we all know how that turned out. CM Punk returned to WWE. I said I thought it was going to happen. People accused me of just making videos for the fuse. Of course, I was making videos for the fuse, but I genuinely did think that he was going to return, and I was fucking right. And you know what? I'm going to say it right here, right now. I think Sasha Banks will return. She's definitely going to return in 2024. It's just a case of when, in my opinion. I mean, she cannot... Well, she could, but she won't want to just wrestle in Japan for the rest of her career. You're not going to go down as an all-time great by wrestling in Japan. You're not going to get this main star popularity, this main star success in America by wrestling in Japan. And then our only other option is to go to TNA, where it's just, let's be honest, low value. Being in TNA for Sasha Banks is like when an A-list movie star does like a C-list movie. You know, it's shite. It's straight to DVD. You don't want to be in TNA. And then you've got AEW, which is just on the decline rapidly. It's going downhill. I mean, nobody that is anybody would choose AEW over WWE. There's a reason why CM Punk decided, fuck that shit, I'm going back to WWE. You look at Jade Cargill, she left AEW despite getting a good offer to go to WWE. MJF, you can argue it's storyline, but he's always talking about going to WWE. The grass is greener on the other side, and WWE is the side that waters their grass, and I'm going to predict in a few years there'll be no grass left on AEW.
Yes, AEW is, if it was grass, it's artificial grass. It doesn't stop, it just doesn't grow. It's always there, it's always maintained because it's fake.
If you're a cow, you want to be on the WWE side, you want to eat that grass. If you're on the AEW side, then you're probably going to fucking starve.
Yeah, no, but the point is, the grass will always be there with artificial grass because Tony Khan's money, well, his daddy's money, will always pay it. And also, I think you got to look at all these dirt sheets. I mean, all these guys are paid by Daddy Khan. They are. I'm convinced of it. He's got them all under the fucking dime. And whether or not, like, if Sasha Banks stopped negotiations, because maybe they're completed, maybe it's already been agreed.
Could be agreed. I mean, she was at Madison Square Garden for the house show, and she's posting fucking images of Triple H on her Instagram.
Do we know how much money Charlotte Flair's on?
I'm assuming it's around
$1 million a year.
45 million a year.
That's equality's.
Now, apparently, I think Sasha Banks' last contract with WWE was $600K a year.
So she's like a tenth of it.
Yeah, pretty much. About an eighth for ninth.
That's not right.
I think Becky Lynch is the highest paid female, then Charlotte Flair.
You know what? I can actually.
I can see where I don't think Sasha Banks is worth $4 to $5 million a year, but I can see why she would want it, considering Charlotte's getting it. Plus, you look at Charlotte; she's not even there full time.
No.
At least when Sasha Banks was there, she was full time. So
I mean, I don't like Becky Lynch all too much, but I mean, I can accept that she is like the biggest draw the women have created, and God knows. And I don't know, why is Charlotte Flair considered among like Becky Lynch? Why is it? Is it simply because her name's Flair? Is it because she is a bit unique of a wrestling ability, or is it simply because
it's because her fucking dad's a nature boy?
Woo! It probably is. That's probably the only thing I can think of. She ain't. I don't give. She ain't a draw. Promos are fucking what? I mean, Becky Lynch comes out and cuts promos, and she does feel a bit.
Sometimes I think Becky Lynch is hit and miss. Sometimes she's crap. Sometimes she's good. Charlotte Flair's never. I've never heard Charlotte Flair cut a good promo.
No,
I have never. Every match is fucking repetitive. Moonsault to the outside, nearly busting her legs open. It's the same. It's the same shit.
It's an awful moonsault, man. The frailing arms might skim the opponent, but it's a fucking.
I'll go as far as Sasha Banks is better than Charlotte Flair. Better on the mic and better in the ring. And I know people are going to disagree with that, but it's fucking true.
Well, no, put it this way. See, they had their feud at the beginning of the brand split, like, what, 8 years ago now? 8 years ago? Well, was there a difference between them? Were you like, fuck, Sasha Banks is out her depth here?
No, I always felt like Sasha Banks was the better out of the two. I've always felt Sasha Banks was by far the best of the four horsewomen.
And then obviously because of backstage politics, Sasha Banks kind of got shafted and Charlotte Flair. But seeing you've got people like Kurt Angle and Ric Flair, obviously, and among other people. Who else came out and said that Charlotte Flair's like the greatest worker of... not Dean Malenko.
Oh, God, it was some old guy, Kevin Sullivan.
No, but seeing you've got people coming out and constantly saying things like that, it doesn't help your case in terms of trying to get her money when no one's saying that about you. I mean, people respect Rick. Well, right, maybe we're losing respect for Ric Flair, but seeing you've got people like that in the business that are coming out with things like that, it does mean something. It means more than fucking Dave Meltzer. Put it that way.
So you're saying the fact that people kiss Charlotte Flair's ass, that goes for her?
Yeah, well, absolutely. I think it's got to.
Right, alright, fair enough. I think Sasha Banks will return to WWE. Dirt sheets are saying the contract negotiations have broken down, but said the same shit about CM Punk and he turned up. I think Sasha Banks will be back. Maybe even as soon as the first Raw of the year. Who knows? We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, let's know your thoughts down below. Sasha Banks coming back, or is she just... I mean, what's the alternative? Fucking AEW or TNA? It has to be WWE. Like, everybody dreams of headlining WrestleMania. Nobody dreams of fucking Bound for Glory or whatever AEW's pay-per-view's called. All Gear. Fucking load of shite. Anyway, that's it, guys. Till next time. Peace.